Episode number 408.
We have lawyers and doctors that are just starting like, hey, I'm a doctor. I have a lot of money. I work a full-time job as a doctor, but I want to become an authority and I have a message to spread. So I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Okay, well, what do I need to do?
Welcome to the Be Real Show with Travis Too Tall and Huff, where we talk about life, dreams, social media, and business.
Well, hello and welcome to the Be Real Show with Travis Too Tall and Huff. Folks, you know your boy is always fired up, ready to bring you a little fuego in your days, nights, weekends, or whenever you are listening to the show today. But after this show, folks, I think you're going to want to think about editing, how you edit. And if you have a pain point of, I'm sick and tired of editing, or I need video edited and this person's costing me too much money, or hey, editing is just slowing down my whole life and I need someone to help. My man, Mr. Augie Johnston, has solved that problem. Mr. Augie, are you ready to be real?
Oh, I'm ready. Let's do this, man. I think you drank a little more coffee than I did today, but that's okay. I'm
ready,
right behind you.
I got my first cup. I'm ready, though. I'm ready on my second. I'm going to get my third cup in today at some point. But your boy is always fired up, ready to bring you guys some fire. But like I said, the biggest thing we've always had an issue in content marketing and YouTube and TikToks and etc. is editing. How do we get this thing edited? Take me back into, before we get into the business and toward to get into Vidchops and what you guys are doing on a daily basis for people. Were you always into editing? Were you always into video even as a kid?
Well, I definitely did make my fair share of Jackass duplicates or replica videos back in the day, you know.
Nice.
I know on that show, Jackass, at the beginning, there's always like a warning, like, do not try these stunts at home, blah, blah. We were definitely trying them, you know, making videos. But really my biggest video kind of journey started as a YouTuber myself. So I have a YouTube channel with about 200,000 subscribers, 20 million views. Yeah, it's actually old and abandoned now. It's kind of dead. But that's kind of part of the story.
It's still out there. I mean, it's still, you got the views, you got the.
Yeah. So here's kind of what happened is I was a video creator. I was creating videos on YouTube. I did it for about 4 years and creating basketball training videos. So I'm a basketball coach. And eventually I felt that same pain point that everyone else feels where, you know, you sit down to edit your video and 3 hours later, you got kind of like a terribly edited video and you go to render it, to save it, right, to upload, and your computer freezes, and it was frustrating, man. So I knew at that point, I was like, I'm going to try to solve this. So that's kind of my background.
And how did you solve this? Because we're going to get into Vidchops, what you guys do, making it easy with obviously just a few clicks, folks, if you've never edited. And obviously for YouTubers, for business owners, and so many of us that are creating content, this is a pain point. This is a huge pain point. And not only what was the first start to finding that? Like, how did you even get this business going?
Yeah. So this is like back in 2017. Like I said, I was kind of like getting burnt out on the whole YouTube thing. And that's one of the reasons the channel died, is I was just like, a lot of people do, a lot of YouTubers, it's called YouTube burnout. It happens all the time. So I was like, well, how can I, make this a little bit easier for me? And I was like, well, if I didn't have to edit, then that'd be great. So I was like, well, why don't I, outsource my editing and find an editor? And I did that. And at first I was like, this is not going to work. This is just, it's too hard. There's too many issues. There's too much back and forth, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, you know what? Let's just stick with it. I continued to work with the editor, went through a couple other editors, hired a few. And eventually I was like, you know what? If we follow kind of this process here, then it's actually pretty easy. I can just shoot my footage. At that point, I don't have to worry about it. I just upload it. It automatically is uploading to Google Drive. And from there, it's being handled and sent back to me. And then I watch it one time. If I like it, I approve it. If not, I ask for a revision. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of onto something here. Why don't I, try to hire more? And then I started, creating this service. And that was, back in 2017.
So that's how it started. Physically, just kind of hacking it together, if you want to call it, figuring it out, what was going to be the best process, the trial and error. So then now at scale, what you guys are doing is you are doing that for customers, for YouTubers, for business owners, as they have that need. you guys are the back end for them to create the editing.
Yeah, exactly. So our clients are, mostly YouTubers or content creators, a lot of coaches, thought leaders, that kind of space. Even small businesses, right? Like we have lawyers and doctors that are just starting like, hey, I'm a doctor. I have a lot of money. I work a full-time job as a doctor, but I want to become an authority and I have a message to spread. So I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Okay, well, what do I need to do? Well, I know I can take out my phone and record a video. I've been, making videos of my kids. Now I got the video. Now what? And so they look to us and, we're affordable and we get the job done quick. So that's kind of where we're at.
Is there a sweet spot for the type of length of videos that you guys are editing? Because I know editing a 30-second video for a 5-hour video is a whole different process. I know just from the little experience I have in editing. I remember watching, we would film on TV. They would film we would film on commercials, few hours of commercial time, of set footage to make a 30-second TV commercial. 30 seconds, they would be out there shooting for hours of different footage and different things. And then obviously the editing has to be pretty tight when you're doing a 30-second television commercial and spending $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 on the media distribution of that to, you have to have it real tight, So I was always shocked by, damn, that's a lot of footage to go through. What do you pick? How do you pick the right shot? Well, it's just fascinating behind that. So you're right. Everyone can pull up their phone. We can all take a video, but then it doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same as one that is edited, that has the punches and has the ums chopped out, and it looks good, right? That's what we know, Mr. Beast, if you want to call it, is obviously one of the most YouTube viral persons right now in the world. An incredible businessman too, but it's just you watch his video, they're edited, chop, every 10 seconds. You got to keep these people attention close. That's the new world we live in, is every 5 seconds. Hey, you're boring me. Let's go to the next one, And so that is a big piece. Is there a sweet spot for the amount of time that the customers usually want for editing?
Yeah, we have limits, so we accept raw footage, 45 to 60 minutes of raw footage for one project. So that normally is plenty for a talking head type YouTube video. And then our deliverables are anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll, take a 60-minute clip and chop it down, or a bunch of clips, chop it down to 10 to 15 minutes, something like that.
Gotcha.
Maybe 20 minutes max. But yeah, that's basically the parameters we work in. And, like you said, we do all the other stuff too. We add the background music, motion graphics, little subscribe now pop-ups, remove all the mistakes, chop it up, make it quick, fast paced.
Right.
And we even do the other stuff too, repurpose it. Right. So we'll take that video, we'll make it into a Facebook version or a LinkedIn version, resize it. So it's really kind of done for you service, because we even, as an add-on, will upload it to YouTube for you, create the thumbnail, the titles, the tags, do the SEO. So that's, we try to be done for you, and really just trying to solve the problems of YouTubers, right? It's a huge industry. Everyone wants to upload YouTube content, be a YouTuber. I think even they did a survey in the past few years to kids, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it used to be fireman, doctor,
architect, or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Now it's YouTuber. Yep. It's the number one choice by far. 75% of kids say that. So it's a big industry. Good. And that's what we're trying to serve.
It's huge. It's a huge industry. It's like one of those things, just like the podcast industry as it started, kind of niche, kind of just tailored out. This is 9 years ago when I started my show. 400 episodes in now. I do it as a hobby. It's like a part of my hobby hustle to the business. I'm not doing 100% shows, but I do 4 shows every week consistently, 400 shows deep, every single type of person, influence, et cetera, along the journey there. And I've learned so much too, as a podcast host too. So I think if you were going to start a YouTube show, the biggest thing I will start to say is, instead of looking at it as I'm going to become famous, I'm going to get millions of dollars, I'm going to do this, take the first step in this. I think that you're going to learn a whole lot. If you put in action, you record, you do your thing, you know what I mean? And then obviously you need teams to edit. You need people to help you to scale it, to get bigger. But I think the biggest thing in this whole process is the action, baby. Because what happens is, you're so right. The burnout is real. It happens in the social media game too. It happens in social media people. They're working for you, doing social media, and they get tired of working on that damn social media campaign. I'm tired of working on ideas for this. In the agency world, it happens all the time. As a YouTuber, it happens all the time. I can only imagine you're tired of this. I'm tired of these damn shows. But your boy will tell you something. As someone that is 400 deep and does it as a hobby, don't give up on that too, because I think you learn a lot along the journey of the thing outside of the video views. Because let's just be real. In the beginning, you're not going to get that many views unless you have 100 million people on another channel you can leverage to get them to watch your, if you got 100 million people on TikTok, yeah, that person can easily get them to come watch a show because they already got the leverage point at another platform. If you don't have that and you're just a rich lawyer or a doctor or whatever, that's where the time takes. That's where the time takes. And I think that obviously having like you, Augie, having a great team to edit to even keep the quality of video is going to be so important. But the first step I will say, just from your boy that's done 400 shows and in this game in some way, is that you just have to keep looking at as you are going to learn from this. As the creator, most importantly, you are going to get the most from this beyond the views and beyond the other stuff. If you put in the ball, if you put in the work, that's just my own little piece to keep that fuel going for you guys out there. To never forget that is the biggest value point for most of us as hosts, as creators, is to be able to get to do the next show, to be able to get to sit down with my dude, Augie. I just sat down with Augie RT, who builds a custom watch company. And I got to get down with Tom Whalen, who's an inside sales for McKesson, big, huge companies, hundreds of employees that he teaches in sales, all different, so many different stories. I take notes for a reason, baby, because I learned that way. And so, like I said, that's the most important thing as a content creator, beyond the views and things like that. Remember, this is like a mastermind you're creating for yourself. And if you keep putting in that work, you get the blessings that it comes with. And it's so important. So, dude, that is awesome. So take me to this. What are the price points, if you mind, just me asking, just to kind of pique the interest of the consumer? What is the videos typically run? Do you mind me asking, as far as for editing?
Yeah, so we run on a subscription base. So we have a few different plans. One is $325, and that gets you 4 videos edited for the month.
Oh, that's very affordable.
Our plans are affordable. That's our smallest plan, $325, 4 videos. The next bump up would be 8 to 12 videos. So this is more of like our full-time creators.
Right.
8 videos a month on YouTube is a pretty standard upload schedule. 12 videos a month. Now you're a full-time creator. You're 3 times a week. That's a lot. And that's $595. So
that's still very fair though too.
Yeah. And we even have another plan that is 16 to 20 videos a month. So
that's all in creator. That's the all in creator.
That's almost every day. That's 5 days a week. That's and that one's about $1,000 a month. So you're getting 20 videos for about $1,000 a month. And
dude, we have a really very cool affordable though.
Yeah, totally affordable. We have one case study of I guess she's a dermatologist, like a skin doctor, and she joined us and was getting about 55,000 views a month. She already was uploading a lot. She was like, I'm really looking to increase my upload schedule. And we're like, okay, well, how many videos are you looking to do? She was doing, I think, 1 a week at the time, or maybe 2 a week. She's like, I would like to do 20 a month. We're like, oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. We have this plan. It'll work for you. And she did that. And so she went from uploading, 4 videos a month to 20 videos a month.
5x videos.
And her views went from 55,000 views a month. And in 5 months, she was getting 2.5 million views a month. And, she has this whole background. She has products she's selling, this whole background business. She's an authority in the niche or in that space now. And it's a cool case study for us, obviously, but for her, it was pretty big. And she didn't even have to increase the amount of time that she was working on her channel by that much, maybe another hour or 2 a week. And she's a pro now. I mean, imagine shooting 20 videos a month for 5 months. That's 100 videos.
Yeah.
And she's got that thing so streamlined. Like, she just hits that record. She records on her iPhone. She just records on her iPhone. She hits that record button. She's an expert already. So it's not like she has like a long script.
She just talks. She can just speak it. Right.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, that 20 video a month. For us, we're happy to do that because it's a good account for us.
Right.
$1,000 a month.
It keeps the staff going. It keeps everyone rolling.
It keeps everyone fed. And
sure.
For her, I mean, it's totally changed her business.
Game changer.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Especially like you said, when you have the authority already. And her other beautiful blessing too is that she was already kind of a creator in that she had already been 55,000 views. It's still something, it's still something as well.
Solid.
So that when you can take that plus when you 5X the views, like 5X the videos, so you're putting out 5X more content, the algorithms, baby, they just pick that shit up and eat it. And that's what that 2 million views come from. Plus the fact that the videos are edited tighter, the fact that they keep you, more attentive. Now more than ever is the key. One of the most key factors they say in the YouTube algorithm is that
definitely
that people are liking that content every second of the way, and then the second they know that, they're gonna feed you that person's next video, and they figure that thing out too. So, but that's just such a great example of someone that was already doing it. Great job, you're killing it already with the 4 videos. That's in some people's world they're crushing it, but obviously she knew she wanted to take it to the next game. She would never be able to do what she's done with her channel without having a partner like yourself, right? Like there's just no way.
Exactly.
You would be stuck, or she'd be paying someone to edit a lot more. They'd probably be charging her a few thousand, $2,000 or $3,000 more. So this is real. It's a win for everyone. She gets a good value on that end. It's a win for you. Great customer, great testimonial to talk about with other show and show. I always say show proof by the example. Hey, let's go pull up our YouTube channel. Let's go check out the damn views. Let's go see what's going on there. And then that it leads into many more customers for you, my man. But now we're about to take you into our top 10. Are you ready, Augie?
Let's go.
He said, let's go. We ready. Apple or Android?
Apple.
Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube,
baby. Instagram or Facebook?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'll probably say Instagram.
The IG. Chicken or steak if you're thinking about a good meal?
Chicken.
Laptop or smartphone?
Laptop.
Spotify or Pandora?
Spotify.
The content is deep on that platform, baby. Movies or video games?
Movies.
Reading books or listening to books?
Listening.
And when you're thinking about investments, portfolio, stocks or real estate or crypto, I've been putting that in there too. Stocks, real estate or crypto?
Stocks,
baby. I like stocks too. Keep it liquid. We've had a good run back here the last couple of weeks here. Oceans or lakes?
Oceans.
What ocean are you going to go to right now if you're going to hop on a plane? Because we deserve a vacation, my dude. We work too hard.
Hop on a plane. Oh,
We're out,
okay.
baby. We're out today.
Probably somewhere in Hawaii.
Nice.
Yeah, probably somewhere in Hawaii. But yeah, if it's locally here, Pismo.
Oh, hell yeah. My favorite, one of my favorite, baby. Just a quick little drive. Beautiful, beautiful vibes of the Pismo Beach. But then nothing like Hawaii, though, right? Nothing like Hawaii. When you're waking up in your day, pumped, energized, getting ready for the day, why do you love being you? Mr. Augie Johnston.
Probably because every day I got an opportunity to make an impact, whether it's with my kids or like I said, I coach basketball. So I'm real big on youth stuff. So I like just working with the youth, man. That kind of gets me fired up.
The future generations.
Yep. Definitely.
Teach them how to cross someone over, baby. Teach them how to break an ankle or two. Let's go.
Teach them how to set their alarm clocks and get up early and get into the gym.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Get in that work early, baby. Get in early. Do you think you'll ever retire from the game of coaching, business, entrepreneurship?
Someday. I mean, from coaching basketball, I probably got a solid 20 years in me. I'm left. I'm on year 5 or 6 right now.
Do you want to go higher, further than the high school level, or do you see yourself going?
No, I'm good. I'm set. Yeah, I'm set where I want. I got my dream job. I'm coaching at the high school that I went to.
Dude, that's awesome.
I live in the house that's directly across the street from the gym.
Wow.
So I'm just living it up as far as basketball goes. It's fun. But entrepreneurship stuff. Yeah, I'd like to retire someday. Someday. I think that's the goal of everyone is to eventually be able to get that financial independence, retire early. Have you heard of that FIRE movement?
Oh yeah.
So that's the
Let's
the
go.
goal. but I enjoy it. You know, I get fired up to get on the computer every day and try to make new projects, right? I love new projects. I got so many new projects in the works right now. Whether it's software, I think someday I'll get into software. We built an app for Vidchops to manage all the projects. It's a project management app that, you know, allows video review tool built in and stuff like that. So someday I would love to take that to market.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm into it, man.
Constantly testing, constantly learning, constantly progressing, my dude. That's what it is. So do you have a routine as a dad, how you start your day?
It just depends if I have the day off or if I have time off in the morning. If I do, then I'm normally the one that gets up with my older son who's 2 years old. And
got you.
If I'm feeling good that day, I'll whip up some eggs for him. Otherwise, it's just cuddle time and reading a book or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me too. I got a 3 and 1 year old, man. So I know the vibe on that one. Every day is a little different. Some days you're all pumped up, and some days like, well, I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. to get this shit going today. But then once you hold your little man, there's nothing like it, man. There's just nothing like that love and seeing him grow, seeing him start calling you dad, and those little fun things that just happen. And as you know, because as it goes like this, man. It goes like this, man. Before we know it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20. Bye, Dad. There's it again. Bye, Dad. We're gone. Is there a skill you're trying to master right now? Is there something you're trying to get better at?
Well, I'm about to get back into the YouTube game a bit.
There we go. You're gonna open up the channel again or what?
Yeah. So about maybe a year or two ago, I hopped on the channel again, or a new channel, and probably did about 10 to 15 videos, and then took a break for a long time. And kind of this summer, the goal is to get back on an upload schedule.
With the training, with the basketball training stuff too, or?
Not basketball training. This is gonna be all Vidchops related stuff.
Vidchops,
so,
got you.
Like I said, I have a ton of projects getting ready to start off. And so with that, I'd like to kind of document that process and just kind of put it on the YouTube channel. And I find that kind of stuff interesting. Maybe there'll be some other people kind of like me that'll find it interesting too, to kind of see the next step in Vidchops, you know, this new app that we're launching. And that kind of stuff.
Bro, yeah, the more transparency you can add, it doesn't matter about the view count. It brings sales. That's the key thing.
I think it does.
These things help build transparency to the business, and they love that. And we always get caught up in Gary V's numbers or these big influencers' numbers, but we forget that if your video has 100 views, it could be 100 customers right there, like literally. And 100 customers to most of us businesses right now, if they were to all call you right now, 100 calls, you couldn't handle 100 customers right now for most businesses. So I always remind that, even when I was telling people that, you know, since the beginning, when I started a social media agency, it's 1 view equals 1 person. Never get that twisted. Likes, comments, share shit. That's great. It's all artificial. It's some way. These people may never do business with you, but they may like every single post. Someone literally may just see your post, never comment on it, never do anything with it, but actually become a customer because they viewed it and they saw it, you know, just like a YouTube video. A lot of times I view a lot of YouTube videos. I don't comment or like on any of them. I just view it and I move on to the next one, and I view it and move on. So the view is such an important piece, but never get caught up in the number of views, because 100 views is 100 customers, 1,000 views is 1,000 customers. And in most cases, most businesses can't handle that if they were to all pick up the phone. So that's obviously where having a great video from Vidchops and having a nice video dialed in and edited, as well as, I always say, the amount of videos. Like your doctor, she figured it out because she wants 20, but she's going to be doing 20 every month, baby. And that's how this thing builds to beyond belief. But that's dude, that's it. For your business outside of your app that you're building right now. Is there an app that you like using or a tool you're using in the business?
Oh yeah. The Google Suite. I love the Google Suite. I know it's kind of a lame answer. You probably wanted some little niche app.
No. I love that one.
The power of the Google Suite is incredible. I mean, you got your spreadsheets, it's all integrated. And the cool thing that most people don't know is you can actually build an app, a custom app on top of the Google Suite. So imagine, most apps, they store information in a database and blah, blah, blah. Google Sheets will be your database. And it will all integrate. And so you can actually access your database as a non-technical founder, right? You could go in there and see the data inside the sheet. You can modify it. And you can integrate with Google Drive as your cloud storage. There's just so much cool stuff that you could do with the suite that most people don't know, just besides just the normal, Gmail and whatever. So that's a great tool. Let me just drop one more on there. Asana is a good project management tool. There's a lot out there, but I think Asana is probably the best.
Asana's the best for you. You like using that one for the workflow, the business.
Yeah.
But dude, Google, man, shout out to Google. They just keep bringing us value, baby. I always say my number one social network is Gmail, but man, when you get into the suite, baby, there's so many things you can do in there, from sheets to PowerPoints, everything. And having the team on board, collaborating, and the fact that it's free. Who cares if they're stealing your data and using it whatever way they want to use it? That's all right, baby. They're giving you the stuff for free. And I always say that's just another reason why there's no excuses in this world to create businesses, to create whatever, because your business is laying right there on the suite, baby. It's like right there. Put the PowerPoint together, put the sheets together, start getting some automation. Like you said, there's so many things you can do with automation. I have it one where it's like every new subscriber to the MailChimp gets uploaded to the the Excel sheet so we can see that. And it's just these kind of cool integrations that happen with Zapier and all these different type of third-party tools that lay on top of Suite, Google, the Sheets and things like that. Dude, it's like you said, for non-technical folks, it's just you set this thing one time and it's automated, baby. You don't have to worry about it. Couple more last questions. If you could sit down for a lunch and a crossover, meaning you're going to play them in basketball, because I know you like b-ball, who would you want to sit down with and play a little b-ball today?
That's a good one. Probably Mark Cuban. If you're going to throw the basketball in there, then I can get my basketball fix and my business fix.
Hell yeah. That would be a good one, dude. I wonder if he's actually good at basketball. I haven't seen him shoot.
I think he is. I mean, I know he was younger days.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to still be like shooting the ball and shit once in a while. He owns the damn team, right? So you think you get a little motivation to come out there on the hardwood and put him down. But I always love him on the Shark Tank, man, because he straight up is real with you. Like, I mean, obviously sometimes people think, Cuban's a big personality, if you want to call it that, but he just fluffs out the people that are just trying to bullshit, and he's one of the best as far as that goes. As far as, no one in God's earth, I got this magic wrist thing. It's going to cure all your ailments and things like that. He just kind of sees through the fluff. But I think it's so important for business owners to realize that, because, hey, you can't be coming on the Shark Tank with just fluff, baby. You got to be coming on there with the real talk and the numbers. And when they do, damn, that guy they elevate. I mean, that show has been incredible for, I think, entrepreneurs in, like you talked about, the future generations and all this stuff, because that's the shows that they get to watch. We didn't get that, Augie. We didn't have the Shark Tank. At least I did. I'm 40 now, baby. So, we didn't get that, So I think it's awesome to be able to have those as the mainstream shows on Friday nights is entrepreneur shows, and kind of shows you where the sentiment is, obviously, of the country too, is that they like that. They like that. People like learning, these type of shows. I think there's room for that, which I think helps you, my man, because I think your business is in the infancy. I think more and more people are taking YouTube seriously. I think more and more people are taking video seriously. And I think because we have those phones, it makes it easy to video, but it also is it's a double-edged sword. We got to edit it. You have to edit it. You have to make it right. And there's also the slippery slope of, if you just find some one-off editor, you're going to pay them way too much. So find a legit company like Vidchops, folks. If you're planning to be a YouTuber, if you are a YouTuber, if you're a podcaster, if you're a business owner, because you can literally pull out this phone, create magic. You are the content expert. You are the if you want to call it the holder of all the knowledge. Not my man Augie, but he can make your content spicy, baby. He can make it look nice where people want to keep watching. And I think at scale, that works and beats anything you can do right now. Any TV advertisement, any Google advertisement you can do. Build your current brand with stories and testimonials and knowledge. And the future is that's where it is. That's what people want. We already seen that. And so, bro, I think you're in the perfect fit, man. The perfect synergy for the business to continue to thrive and grow. Can you give our listeners where's the best place for them to learn about it so we can put in the show notes and we can send them your way?
Yeah, definitely. So it's vidchops.com, vidchops.com. And you can check out the service. You can also find me on Instagram at Augie Johnston if you want to just say what's up.
So put Augie Johnston on the IG, folks. Look for him. And then also Vidchops. And also be looking for the new YouTube coming soon in summer, where we get the behind scene look at the app. And but dude, I always say to all entrepreneurs, bro, the continued abundance. The world is full of abundance. But dude, you are creating that in your life in so many ways. You're living your dream job, the job that you went to play basketball at. You got a family, you got the friends around you, but most importantly, you're doing the things that you love, bro. And that when that happens, you know what happens then, baby. The abundance is poured on you. The fruit is given to you, my man. And I could see you living that, but I already wish you and want continue more fruits of success for you. And however that looks, whether that's entertaining the youth, teaching them the crossovers, the Vidchops to 1 million customers, whatever that looks like, bro. But thank you, my man, for coming on to our show today. And honestly, in this life, you get to meet so many different people. But I always love this show because I get to meet a new person, 3 new people, 4 new people every single week. So I always challenge you guys, take a shot today, meet someone new. You know, extend yourself out. Mr. Augie, thank you, my dude, for coming on the show today, my man. I hope you have a wonderful day, my dude. Also, for last thing, what is your favorite basketball team, my man? You have any favorite basketball team?
Warriors.
Yeah, I'm a
Warriors fan. Yeah.
I'm going to send you some cards, man. I'm going to get your address and send you some cards. Any other favorite sports teams before we roll?
That's it, man. Just Warriors.
Warriors. Clay and Steph to the moon. How about the new guys? Do they have any good new rookies? They have another. Is it Moody? Is it?
Yeah,
I have to look it up. Exactly. It doesn't matter. Wiseman to the moon too when he comes back. I think the Warriors have another shot at that, man. We're gonna tag Steph in a post, man. We need to get you and Steph to go play some golf or go hang out together. Folks, you've been hanging out with the legend in the game of video editing, life, business, and he's living his dream, guys. He's literally living the dream, coaching the team that he played for. Mr. Augie Johnston, Augie, and Travis Too Tall and Huff, we want to thank you again for your time today, and let's keep being real.
What another epic episode. And if you enjoyed the episode today, can you please do me a favor and subscribe to our podcast, The Be Real Show, on iTunes or your favorite podcast platform. And also take a little time today, if you don't mind, and give your boy T Huff a review. I would really super appreciate it. And thank you so much for listening today. We're all going through a lot right now. And Real-Time Outsource, my business, is giving back to local and small businesses. Through our social media services and campaigns, we are actually helping small businesses get more exposure during these times, and also when we get through these times. At the end of the day, we don't know how long this is all going to last, but most importantly, you got to think about your business right now and take it seriously. So come check us out at realtimeoutsource.com, and we would love for you to qualify and get the process started where we can take a look at your business and see if we can qualify you for some of our services. At little to no costs for most of the businesses, and some businesses, you're gonna have to pay, but that's just part of life, right? But most importantly is that I think this is the time, folks, that you can actually help thrive in your business. And so I would love to help you personally with our team. We're all going through a tough time right now, so take advantage of us. realtimeoutsource.com. Check us out, and we would love to do some business with you and help you with your social and digital media in 2020 and beyond.